Hey, it's Lindsay. It's the very first episode of Live with Lindsay. So that means Emily, if my team gets here in a second after I go live, it takes them a minute for me to go live. They're going to stick a link in. I got 4 amazing, oh my gosh, everybody's here. Like all of a sudden it went from 0 to 20. We are about to entertain people here. I got people in the green room right now. We're going to talk. We're going to chat. Here's my biggest fear, okay? My biggest fear is that I'm going to bring you guys on and I want to talk to you, but we've got to keep it like short, okay? We got to keep it a little bit short. Angie, I'm so glad you're on with me. Shut up. Okay. I mean that in the nicest way. We want to keep it short. So if you find yourself trailing along a story, and I like a story as much as anybody, okay? We have a lot of people we want to talk to. So let's be self-aware and sum it up. And, I know it's real rich coming from me who likes to go off on all sorts of things. So it's Lindsay. My name is, for those who are new, I'm Lindsay Anderson. This is Live with Lindsay. We're going to go live every single Thursday at 11 to 12. We're chatting about your coaching business. We're chatting about you. We're chatting about whatever comes up. And I got guests to talk to today. But before we do that, I'm tired, okay? I am tired because last night we had some feminine energy rolling in the launch circle. I had like a little bit of Donna Lynn. I have this list of women here. I had Dasha. Okay, I probably can't figure it out. Dasha, Cassandra, Ajanta, Carol, Emily, and Donnelly. We all kind of met last night on Zoom, and we had like this little powwow, which left me feeling really emotionally drained. And I'll tell you why. Because on this call, I had Nadasha, who has been following me, according to her, since the One Click Lindsay days. And this girl has shown up for me all the time, all the ways, for all the years. And so that was really touching. And then the other ladies kind of, we had connected, and we were connected. Like Donna Lynn is my soul sister, and she was there. Okay, I've only known Donna Lynn for maybe a year. And then on the other side, I have Ajanta, who is wonderful and amazing. And I just met her last Friday. So there was tears because I was just really grateful for them. And we were kind of screwing around. I'll be honest. We were screwing around with tarot cards. Cassandra was there. She is my other soul connected person. Okay. And we were kind of screwing around with tarot cards. I have a system where I use these, and it's in a very analytical way of like reading some of the signs and symbols on here and applying it to your life. So we were kind of screwing around with those last night. I might host another one of those sessions if people are like, yes, invite me. I thought it was awesome. I may ask Cassandra and Donalyn what they thought of it. So the first person I'm going to bring on, though, is Dr. V. Then I'm going to get Angie on here because I'm dying to know why Angie is on the line today. So we're going to try to keep these short and sweet because I do want to talk to everybody, okay? Dasha, I love the Era Lindsay Stalker. It's just fine with me, so keep doing it. Okay, Dr. V, I'm bringing you on. Dr. V!
Greetings and salutations from Coronado Island.
Coronado, what's going on with you today?
Well, this is a day of all Zoom and all StreamYard. In fact, when I got into the studio, I wanted to start inviting people and doing things, but I don't have any control today. You're the one in control.
And yeah. Do you like that? How do you like to not be in control?
I think I'm turning into a control freak because I like pushing people out of the studio and things like that. I was looking for One Click Lindsay. I couldn't find her anywhere. I couldn't find that book, but I did find the Dresden book, which brought me back to the whole thing about my mother and all that, doing that stuff. And it goes because my sister and I went to Germany. Was it back in 2018? So it's 2019. It was 2 years ago. This past August. And that's where I got to see all the places that were burned out and bombed out. And so doing I still keep remembering it, is the giant coaching application that you.
Yes, it's called the Amazing Coach, Dr. V. Dr. V.
I need ginkgo. I have some memory issues. Anyway, but that one has really led me into the notion that I probably can create a bunch of different stories from all the crazy things that have gone on in my family without necessarily embarrassing current family members. So anyway, yeah, it's really tough. I know, that for me in coaching, it's very interesting. I've coached a couple of doctors, but for the most part, I think I'm less of a business coach, even though that's what I have advertised myself as. And I think I'm probably more of the so-called life coach because, as I mentioned to you long, long ago, in a galaxy not so far away, if Tony Robbins and Robin Williams were to have a baby, that would be me.
I can see that. I can see that in you. So are you thinking of going life coach? You want to be a life coach? I feel like you have a life coach vibe.
I do have a life coach vibe. But I can't be a wife coach because she's the one who coaches me. Anyway, I'm trying to keep it short.
Thank you, Dr. B. Okay. I just wanted to say hey to you. So thank you. I'm going to kick you off now, though.
Hey.
We come back. No. You're a returning guest. You're a returning guest.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Dr. V's awesome. Okay, Angie, I'm bringing you on. And then, just so everyone's ready, I'm going to bring on John for a minute. I'm going to ask him what's going on. Okay? Angie, hi.
Hello. Hi.
Where are you from? I don't know a ton about you. I know a little bit about you, but not a ton.
Okay, I live in Singapore. But I've been living here for 30 years, but I'm from the UK.
How did you end up in Singapore?
I came for 18 months to teach English, and then I never left.
Wow. And you like Singapore? And that's awesome.
So I never left. And then I was, as I said, I was teaching English, did that for 12 years, and then set up my own business, copywriting. And that sort of transition from the teaching to the copywriting, and then did that for 20 years. And now just going into the coaching. So I'm just loving that.
How are you feeling?
So one of the things I said on the Facebook or the in the group the other day was I was just on with some of my coaching students for a session, and I was just knocking out story after story after story. Right. And I was, that's completely down to you. And they loved it. They had an absolutely wonderful time. So it's kind of changed the whole vibe, basically.
Did you feel like did you feel like it was more natural and easygoing for you as well?
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to put as much prep into it and stuff like that?
Yeah. And and everything was just spontaneous. They'd say something and then I would like, okay, let me tell you a story about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now I've got to actually do it on social media. That's the transition I have to make now.
And so how do you feel about that? How are you feeling about that?
Not too good, I would say. Instagram is completely new to me. Like my daughter is helping me out with all of this, and she's like, I'm saying go and post something on Facebook for me, and she's going, I don't know how to use Facebook, I don't understand it. And then I'm going, well, I don't know how to use Instagram.
I got you covered in the content that converts.
And then I'm listening to you all saying about your reels and how you're getting traction with reels, and we don't have reels in Singapore. It's not here. Yeah, so we're waiting for that to see when that's going to happen, but there's some legal issues with the music.
Now let's say deep in your heart of hearts, you're like a little bit glad that there's no reels in Singapore, right? Just a little.
No. Anytime there's something available and I can't have it.
That's true. Straight up. I have not wanted to do reels for so long, so I wouldn't, if I wish I lived in Singapore so I didn't have to worry about reels right now. So well, it is a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for hopping on today, and it's so awesome to be in class with you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. We'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, right. Thank you.
That was so fun. Okay, let's see. I'm going to bring on, everyone's going to get a chance here, okay? I'm going to bring on John, and then I'm just going to go in order. John, then Bonnie. Order for me is John, then Bonnie, then Donna Lynn. Now, if somebody needs to go, this is a call-in show, right? I mean, sometimes you have to wait an hour on the call-in show. Just kidding. Just let me know if you have to go, but you want to come on because I just want to say hi. We'll keep it short and sweet. John.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Do I hear myself?
Do you hear you? Oh, yes. You do. I'm sorry. Hang on a second.
Straight up. No one here. No one needs to hear me twice.
Okay.
You guys barely. I need to bring it down a couple decibels.
Now you don't hear yourself, do you?
I do hear myself, and it has to stop. It has to stop.
I know.
John.
Somebody else, I'll be right back.
Okay. Don't hit me, John. That was torture. Yep, that was torture for me. I don't know how you guys felt about it. Okay. Bonnie?
Hey
You're
there.
on.
Live with Lindsay. Love it.
Are we throwing around the one-click Lindsay right now? Is that what we're doing?
Live with Lindsay.
Oh.
Where you go, I go. That's what I said. Even though I've called before, so I'm glad I'm here.
That's what's wrong? What does that look for?
No, I heard double me.
Oh, it's frightening, isn't it?
Yeah. So, how you?
I'm doing good. How are you? You know, I have to share your swimming suit story. The only reason is because I struggle. Like when I went on in my swimming suit finally this year, and you guys, when we say we're going on swimming suit, Bonnie and I are not Miss America styling out on our Instagrams by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, we're just. For me, I'm in my swimming suit, and it's like you can barely see I'm in my swimming suit, but it is still really big deal for me to be on social media that way. And so Bonnie, as you can see, Bonnie, this is how I know Bonnie. When I picture Bonnie in my head, exactly this. Okay. Exactly this. She is on point. But then one day she shows up in a beach hat with sunglasses. And I was like, how is this person in my group? Who is that? Who is pretending they are Bonnie right now? What happened to her?
Well, because I'm always in my office by my computer with my wonderful fake backdrop. And, it's like, but because in my profession, I have to always be professional. That's an important point. And also because I have a home office. So before COVID, when I did have clients and patients coming into the office, even though separate entrance to my home, waiting room, the whole deal, people, it was really important when they said, oh, wow, so professional. So like the P word is really important. But I do know that coming on social media, I do need to show up in my, be real and stuff. So I'm trying. I'm really trying. I have a quick question for you, though. The Instagram thing is like Instagram, Facebook. I know you say for Facebook groups and all, because there's no traction on Facebook business posts in my business group. But what if my ideal client or my target audience is older, women who are older? I thought the Instagram world is younger. No?
Definitely the older demographic is going to be on TikTok for sure.
Older is on TikTok?
I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking. I'm sorry. Some jokes are just for me. And that's what Live with Lindsay is that I don't have to be, I can tease Bonnie because we're not in a class right now.
I was just wondering about your thoughts on that.
My honest thoughts is that Facebook groups is now becoming majority for groups and group interactions. And I have seen basically people are coming from Facebook and they're naturally flowing to Instagram. Just like people floated from MySpace to Facebook. Like it's a slow migration, but you can 100% find your demographic on Instagram and on YouTube as well, for sure.
All right, 50 and older. That's what I'm going for. Okay.
If there's anybody out there 50 and older watching this live, will you just so Bonnie can see, like, I am on Instagram. Like, that's what we want you to say. Okay? I am on Instagram.
Dr. V says I'm going to rock TikTok. I don't know about that, Dr. V. Instagram Live. I have yet to do a reel, but I know I'm going to get there with you, Lindsay.
Bonnie. Yeah, well, we're going to cover that. Yeah. And by the end, like, Bonnie's reels are going to be kicking butt better than mine. And I can't
wait to have fun in my business. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll see you soon. Okay, girl. Bye. John, give me a thumbs up if we are ready. Oh, yeah. John's in the house. John. But now I don't have audio. Oh, John's in a different setup. He's like traveling. We're even lucky the man is here, honestly. He said he was leaving for like 3 weeks. He couldn't join my class. Okay. All right. He's giving up. John, I'm just really glad I got to see you within the 3 weeks. Donna Lynn, then Celeste, then Elizabeth, then Charleston, then Kadasha. And I know some people tried getting into the green room. And so now you can. I've opened it up for a couple more people now. Okay. Donna Lynn, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How would you go about explaining last night?
Oh, I think last night was all about what everybody is trying to do, is figure out their answers, right? It's all about like, I am going to tune into myself and then I'm going to know what's right for me. And this is what we always are all talking about, right? So anytime you can come across a tool that will help you get from where you are to someplace just a little bit more informed about yourself, then I think 100% you got to try it, right? You got to try it because you never know when you're going to get that little moment of inspiration. I am a fan of really silly mystery shows, like really, children's mystery shows kind of stuff. And on them, there's always some like, oh, and then someone was churning the butter and they got this big inspiration. And that's really kind of how life is, right? You don't find it where you expect to find it. So if you can just kind of look for it somewhere and then see if it comes and then let that kind of churn in yourself. And that's really what I think it was all about. I think it was all about us being able to have a safe space to do that. And that's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
I am doing pretty good. I'm loving what we've been talking about in terms of family vibe, I feel like that's exactly right for the launch circle. That's how I feel there. And for your new program, it's like everything you touch feels like we are connected in this way that is governed by love. That's what I would call it. Just really in this sort of safe and wonderful place where we find the answers and, we get to move forward. So I feel like that kind of family vibe, I want more of that in my life. And that's good to kind of know and to have it so immediately just through this association. So it's very nice.
You have seen, because you're my dear friend, I'm going to ask you for an external representation. Okay. So the question is, you have seen a big shift happen in the launch circle recently. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
So I am also still growing, right? So it dawned on me that, you guys have seen a big change in my content. I've shared that with people and how I found that. I'm trying to help you guys find that because I sure like my business when I like creating content more than when it's a freaking chore. And then I realized I miss people. I think I can actually connect with people on Zoom. Like, sometimes you think, like I would think technology is just this barrier and you can't create these real, authentic and amazing relationships. Plus you being vulnerable with people that you don't know, like keeping your customers at a distance. For me, I was just like, screw it. I love these people, especially for you, Donna Lynn, your experience, which I'm not going to share right here. I was just like, I need to help this woman. I love her and I need to help her. And so me being vulnerable with you, I was like, this needs to have, like, everyone in the launch circle is experiencing something,
Yeah. It's so amazing. It's so amazing, really. And I think you're right. You can create incredible spaces to be with people that even though they're virtual, they can be real and tangible in that way, and I think that's really, really important. Also, I will say that I think the very first time I ever saw you live, it was probably because of Dr. V, actually. Everybody was texting, everybody was like commenting and texting and having like the best time ever. And I thought, this is like an incredible experience. I've never been like this. So I'm texting and having the best time ever. And the second I can still remember it like it was yesterday, that I heard you say my name. And I thought, oh my God, this is really actually live. This is real. It's happening, right? Because there's so much, even though it might be live, there's not like the real connection. People will say things like, oh, my peeps, and and that's great when you're being general, but that sort of deep connection happened when I realized like you were actually reading the thing that I was actually writing in that moment. We were in a space together. And I think that's a lot what you're talking about with the Zoom meetings too, is that it's a space that we can be in together. So I love what you're doing with the Launch Circle. And I love your work, of course. And I just think you're really special and really lighting up now, right? Like the whole blowing the top off now.
Yes, and just hold on. I want to find some earphones. I know I acted distracted because I mostly just wanted some earphones. So, oh, they're on the floor. Because Emily's yelling at me about video quality. You know what I mean? Those dang employees.
Echoing.
I think it's because I don't have any headphones on. Okay, so the other thing, and why, just because you're on, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, except for, hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Hold, please. Speakers. Let's go like here. Okay, Donalyn, will you say something?
Yes, this is
perfect.
Saying sound check.
Thank you. Sound check, which could have happened before the thing, but we had the Launch Circle talent show, which I don't think that you were part of, right?
No.
Okay, guys, I was just like, I want to meet with the Launch Circle. And so I was like, we're going to have a freaking party and I don't know what we're going to do, but we need some entertainment. So is anybody out there that has 5 minutes worth of entertainment? And we had 7 amazing people be like, I will. And it was Donalyn. It was amazing. We had John telling stories. We had Ronnie being doing his thing, which is a mentalist. We had Celeste telling stories. It was freaking. And so that's where Live with Lindsey came from. I was like, I'm not the entertaining one here. You guys are. So I thought we should just start bringing people on. I don't need to be the entertainment. You guys are.
I love that. And I especially love that because, so my husband was really, he was really funny and he always sang these little songs. And so, you know, people are always like, oh, sing a song like he would sing. And I'm like, he entertained me, man. I got nothing. And his brother came along and could sing all the same songs. So it was really a cool thing. And I love that. So I'll try to think of a talent because I don't have those two. I'm not funny, and I don't.
You could read someone's. Oh, we had someone read chakras. Okay,
there you go.
Yeah, Kathy came on and read chakras. So
all right.
By the way, yeah, if you guys want to sign up for the Launch Circle, you guys can get in on this too, because this is about the Launch Circle. It became a family all of a sudden, and Donalyn's part of that. The talent show's part of that. You guys are all part of that. So
yeah, amazing.
Donalyn, I love you.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. I'll see you. All right, we're gonna go Celeste. We're going to go Elizabeth. We're going to go Charleston, which Charleston, I'm so glad you're here. We're going to go Dasha and then Ronnie Lynn. Ronnie Lynn Barris. Apparently, Ronnie has changed his name. So, Ronnie, do you have to go? You don't have to go, right? I know you're a busy guy. Okay, perfect. Okay. Celeste, what up? You are so busy. You're like doing this and you're doing that. What is up?
You know, it's no joke trying to build a business, right? No one tells you all the things. I mean, you lay it out there pretty, hey, don't get caught up in this, don't do this, hone in on this. But it's a lot of like trial and error. So yeah, getting pretty comfortable, being uncomfortable on social media lately. So just
you're getting lots of compliments on your hair today, by the way. Which give me just 1 second. Jeff, who is healthy at home, okay, that's my personal trainer. I made a personal invite to him this morning, so he could bring him on here, and I could tell everybody how much he kicks my trash. So after Celeste, I am going to bring Jeff on. So Emily, will you just throw that Zoom link in again? But Celeste,
I did see the other day when you were showing your the cereals that you did have. I think I have the same scale. So your 30-pound weight loss. I've recently lost 5. I've been weighing and measuring my food and dialing in my macros because I just feel like once you hit 40 and you have some kids, it's like you need that next oomph to like. Get your
I think for me, yeah, it's all about like habits and tracking. Like for me, are you using the Lose It app or
Lose It?
And how are you working out? What are you doing? And what's your goal? Like, what's your goal to lose?
Can we see my? Hold on.
Yes.
Arms. I mean, exercised and been like pretty healthy, but then you start realizing with your macros, like, ooh.
Legit.
That's a lot. That's a lot of carbs I was eating. I mean, I do eat a lot. And there's this misnomer of, well, to lose weight, I'm not going to eat. And then you got to feed the machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
1,200 calories isn't going to cut it for weight loss. So it's not really about like weight loss. I think it was more so just like feeling better about myself after like 2 years postpartum. And just wanting to like be in the best shape of my life. So I do exercise 5 days a week. Not like you with the trainer. Those days are gone now that I'm just starting out my business. But my husband is an endurance athlete and does quite a few Ironmans. So we have some good setups.
Wow, legit. Okay, so what's going on this week? You're getting a bunch of Zoom calls? Is that what you're trying to just talk to people? Is that your main goal this week or what?
So we've kind of changed and revamping an offer because probably not speaking directly to the audience that we want to. So we're going a little bit out of our comfort zone and starting to talk a little bit more about the like making money from LinkedIn, how you can like monetize it, which is not a direction that we wanted to go in, but the people are speaking and they want to know, hey, there's a direct result at the end. So I've been on this podcast, like kickoff podcast. I'm going to get on as many podcasts. I'm going to talk to as many people as I can. So I've just scheduled 4 and it's not as difficult as you think. Again, it's just about talking to people, right? Going into Facebook groups, keyword searches, like seeing what's out there. So podcast heavy and also just referrals, asking for referrals. So that's what I'm focused on.
Guys, I was so glad Celeste showed up because, this girl, she just makes it happen. Like she's admitting out right here. She's like, I'm just starting out. And she's doing the freaking hard stuff. Like it's just stuff you guys have to go through and it sucks. And there's very little I can do to make it suck less.
Right.
Like, giving you the support and just pushing you,
And I think that that's the message that you really hone in on and why I keep like coming back for more all the time and why I stay in the launch circle, even though sometimes I'm a little bit quieter because I'm working on other things. But I think you really lay it out that, hey, this is possible. You're not going to sugarcoat it. There's no fast, easy way to get there. You have to put in the work. You have to be in sales when you're in your own business, which, I have a background in sales, but then you also have to be in like social media and you have to be in marketing and utilizing resources. So definitely appreciate you putting that out there.
So so when you mentioned this, so I'm nervous for you. Okay. When you said, I'm going to start telling people that we can monetize on LinkedIn. This is how you said it. I'm worried. So
well, I just don't have the wording down yet. And obviously you don't want to make a promise. So you can't say, hey, you're going to get to $10,000. I have recently had some clients who have had some pretty big wins just by having a few conversations with people. So it starts to become, obviously you can't promise, but if someone is going to show up and they're going to do the work and they're going to put in, we call it the dirty reps, right? From exercising, like you can't lift 40 pounds, but if you start lifting with 20 and 30 and you get in like a few sets, you're going to build up the resistance to get to the 40 pounds. If you're going to put in the work, there's no way that you can't have the results. I mean, it's like statistically impossible. But if
you talk to enough people, you can absolutely build, like, honestly, you don't need me. You don't need Celeste's program. You don't need anybody's program. You just start, like, I have coaches who are like, yeah, I built my business just talking to people. That's it. They have no email list. They have nothing. And you guys don't need to either. Just start talking to people and you'll be able to.
I just don't have the wording down to be able to freely speak about it, but I'm sure in a couple of days I will be, working on a sales page. Obviously, I spent a lot of time looking at other people and what seems to be working, their wording, tweaking it. So, it's all a process. Obviously, 30 days ago was different than where I am today, 30 days from now, etc. So appreciate all the insights and enjoyed seeing you in that bikini because now I'm like, I can do it.
I can do it. If Bonnie can do it and I can do it, you can 100% do it. You just showed us your arms.
You had 3. I have 1.
I am I'm 5 years postpartum, so please be gentle with me.
No, you look awesome. 30-pound weight loss. And I think that is a testament to, especially like individuals who are out there and are like, I can have a family, I can run a business, I can have my health and wellness. Like, you can have it all. You just have to put buckets of time into each area.
Yeah, I love that. Well, Celeste, I love you. Thank you for showing
Yes,
up. Go find Celeste on Instagram.
I'm gonna go weigh some chicken right now. Yeah, these Celeste Burke. I have like 22 posts, but hey, since I took the content that converts, I have like 50 new followers. So like in a week, it's not like you're 100 a day, but it'll get there.
Girl, yes. All right. Go have those meetings. See you later. Bye. Okay, she's freaking awesome. Hello, Charma. And yeah, we should have like the launch circle swimsuit calendar, and it'll be just the ladies in the launch circle with like this much showing, but you guys will know we're in our swimming suits, huh? Yeah. Okay, Jeff, where did you go? Emily, help Jeff, please. Please help Jeff. Emily, please help Jeff. Who's the Oracle? In the chat. Okay, so just so people in the green room know, we're going to do Jeff if he can get on. Emily, please Slack me. Really want Jeff to come on because I personally invited him and he's a very busy man kicking people's butts on Zoom. Elizabeth, Charleston, Dasha, Ronnie, Said, I'm sure tell me how to correct that. And the Oracle. I don't know who is that. Okay. Okay, I really want Jeff to get on. So I'm going to go. Can anybody leave Jeff the link? Can somebody give Jeff the link? So back to the weight loss. I want to mention this. So I actually didn't really go into it for weight loss, but I will, as I've mentioned, I kind of went through a personal transformation, which if you go to my Instagram profile, you can pretty much see it happening. Okay. You can like see it happening. And part of that is, Emily, please, do you have that link or Slack me? Oh, sorry, Emily, I don't see it showing up in the Slack. I don't see it showing up in the chat either, so I'm not sure. Can you put it in the public chat? Oh, the Oracle is Sandra. Thank you. Okay. Anyway. Okay, you're welcome, Celeste. Anyway, back to the weight loss thing. So I didn't really go into it being like, I want to lose 30 pounds or anything like that. It's like, because I went through that emotional change, like I don't even think I necessarily needed to lose 30 pounds. I feel better at the weight I am for sure, but this is not about weight loss. Straight up, I personally feel that my outside appearance, and you guys can go and watch it, changed and is reflective of how I feel inside. And so I feel better inside, and I feel this body that I'm in right now is a direct reflection, and the body that I was in 30 pounds ago, for me, is the direct, like, this is how I feel good. Okay. I can't post comments. So, Emily, so that's a StreamYard. So that looks like I did a Zoom link. Sorry. I do want Jeff to come on. Hold on. Copy link. And if not, then I'm going to post, then we'll bring on Elizabeth. Jeff, I don't know if you can or not. Okay, Jeff, you're after Elizabeth. Elizabeth, hi.
Hi, how are ya?
Good. Is there something you want to talk about today? Because I want to ask you about this AMA situation.
Oh, well, I thought it was very brave of you to do the Ask Me Anything, because that puts you at risk if you can't come up with an answer. And yet you felt comfortable enough to go on, I think it was like an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty amazing to me.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. I felt like I had done enough coaching calls that I could not embarrass myself by being asked anything. And I think it worked out pretty well. But I wanted to ask you about your representation of the AMA and why you decided to do that. So let me set up the story. Are you okay is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I want to talk about this.
Okay, that works.
Because it was so special to me. I had to show my kids. I had friends and family here this weekend, and I was like, you've got to see what Elizabeth threw down on this. It's like the coolest thing, and I'm editing it, and don't worry, everyone will be able to see it over on Lindsey.Tube when I throw this out. So this was part of the Launch Circle talent show. Elizabeth was like, Yeah, I'll do a spoof on an AMA. And I had no freaking idea what that meant. Nobody did. And I was like, that sounds great. I don't know what that is, but let's do it. So Elizabeth freaking pops on to this Zoom call. And she has her hair back. She has one thing down here, right? Because that's how I roll, like this. She has a necklace on. She has the red lipstick on. And she proceeds to spoof my AMA. And she gets the sales pitches in there. And she gets the kids' names in there. And it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So thank you.
You're welcome. And I actually felt like I learned quite a bit because I wrote out the entire script. And I made sure I was incorporating those things. And then it was like an aha moment. Hey, look, I'm incorporating what she's been teaching us because she demonstrates it for us. And so I got some aha moments even out of doing it, which was really fun.
That is so cool. It was awesome. And Elizabeth showed up. Like, she was like, there was no hesitation. That's a good actor for you, right? Is like, not feeling self-conscious, and there was not even an inch of self-consciousness in this gal. She's freaking awesome.
Oh no, I was ready. I was definitely ready. I was into it, and I was having, I really had a lot of fun. I should put glitter on me, from Daniel Prince. He had that glitter on you.
Yes,
that was hilarious.
You should have. Yes, yes. So what's going on for you? I know you travel a lot around. I know you and your husband do a lot of traveling. What's next on the books before I send you on your way?
We are going down to Lancaster, Pennsylvania and meeting some extended family there. And then we have family coming in September from California for an extended stay here. And we're trying to find plenty of work for them we'll do lots of fun things when they're here.
You're going to put them to work.
Oh,
I heard it. I'll still come and visit you. Put me to work because your yard is beautiful. You have this beautiful deck going on. You guys just did a bunch of renovations on your house, right? On the outside?
Yes. And then we have an orchard. So I've been picking hours and hours the last 10 days. And we have 14, I think we've gotten 14 or 15 gallons of fruit this week. So.
What kind of fruit?
They're called Saskatoons. They're a Canadian berry. So they're like a blueberry, except they grow on trees and they have a nuttier taste. But you can do with them anything you could do with a blueberry.
So are you canning?
Yep.
She's canning.
And
you
freezing.
Do it like my grandma did, where it was like you knew grandma was canning because the water's boiling and she had to suction cup the things to her thing. Is that what you do?
Well, a little bit. Yeah, pretty similar.
You know what I'm talking about? Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy. Okay. But I was trying to save freezer space, so I've been doing some canning. Yep.
That's cool. Well, girl, thank you for hopping on today.
You're welcome. You're doing great. You're on fire.
Thank you, girl. See you later. Bye. All right, Jeff. Okay, guys. Jeff, you got a haircut. No joke.
I don't love it.
I saw you this morning. You don't love it. Oh, actually, you and Ian were talking about this morning. This is usually what happens, okay? By the way, this is Jeff. Jeff, how do people find you?
Just go to jeffdmcmahon.com.
I spend 30 minutes with Jeff hating him every single weekday, Hating. So this is how it rolls. At 6:30, we're supposed to be on Zoom with Jeff. So Ian and I both get on Zoom. Ian has one earbud in one ear. I have an earbud in the other ear. And Ian and Jeff are talking because there's only one mic. And so it's Ian and Jeff. So they talk about Marvel. They talk about, what else do you guys talk? Because I am just
video games, technology, electric cars.
Yes.
A lot of boy stuff.
And then every once in a while I'll hear, and she's not even listening. And that, and it's just a thing. And so these guys, anyway, if you can go to Instagram and you see my transformation and you're interested in that health and wellness piece, what I like most about Jeff is that he's very functional fitness, right? Jeff isn't hounding us about food or weight or anything. The only thing Jeff will talk to me about is how I feel. And it's really irritating. I'll try to bark out some numbers and he cares very little about it. All he cares about is how I feel. But Jeff, functional fitness, give me your best spiel about that. Why that's important.
Functional fitness for the best spiel would be everyone wants to live a fun life. No one wants to live a miserable life. And so my best thing for everyone is just to feel better. Like if they're injured, how to fix the injuries. If they want to look good in a bikini, how to look good in a bikini. And you don't need a lot of equipment to do so. Therefore, you're not wasting a lot of space, spending a lot of money, and thinking you need a whole gym to get the results that you want to do at home. I mean, the biggest thing I do is provide accountability and convenience. And because when you're have the accountability, you want to show up when it's convenient, makes it easy. Both of those equal pretty much guaranteed results, like your 30 pounds lost, your husband's 50 pounds lost. Like just being there to be accessible makes it a no-brainer to do it versus time to get to a gym, sitting in traffic, changing clothes, all that kind of stuff is a huge hassle. So functional fitness for me just allows people to live a happy life, love being in bathing suits, taking their shirt off at the beach, whatever it ends up being, and allowing people to just do the one thing that I love more than anything is smile. I just love to see people smile. So when they're happy, when they're excited, that's what gets me excited.
When it comes to this journey, Jeff, what is it that, so like, I'm sure that you've had people sign up and cancel or like lose their motivation or whatever. What is it? Just because none of your customers are here and it's just us talking, what is it that when you see someone walk in and you're like, they've got what, like, this is going to happen for them versus it's not? Can you tell? Is it something they say? Is it some way they act, or do you try not to make those judgments?
I'm trying not to make the judgment. The biggest thing is if they cancel within the first month for more than one session, then I know they're probably not all that in. And then second would be going through their why factor. If it's just, I want to lose 10 pounds being in a bikini, that's not really going to keep them as a long term. If they want to be healthy and be role models for their kids and live a healthy lifestyle for the rest of their life, then I know that they are in it for the long haul to keep progressing, because as people make changes and lose weight, then they want to do more things, and they want to go kite surfing, then they want to learn how to, go downhill skiing. They want to enjoy more things in life, do more traveling. So it's always an evolution of fitness. It's not just today's bicep day or anything like that. It's what can we do to make your everyday life better?
I love it.
Like so many damn exercises so you never get bored.
Oh yeah, I mean, we never repeat anything. I mean, there is just new hell every single morning. So it's pretty awesome. So thank you for that. And really, it's pretty awesome with Jeff, like what he says, and he'll vouch for me. It's like, I'm talking to Emily, it's 6:26 and 6:26 a.m. and I run upstairs, get dressed in 4 minutes and come down and tie my shoes. Well, the convenience, like the difference why I've never been able to lose 30 pounds or work out 5 days a week is because, I have to drive to Orange Theory and that's 30 minutes and all this stuff. Like Jeff is just right there. It's 30 minutes and done. So advice
that's the other secret is 30 minutes is all you need to get healthy. You don't need 2 hours. You don't need a long day. It's just 30 minutes, focused, have fun, be done, move on. I only work out for 30 minutes. I don't work out for longer than that either.
How crazy is that? And so, Jeff, I mean, for those who can't afford a personal trainer and stuff like that, is it fair to say, this is how simple I think it is. Start tracking what you put in your mouth because you can't tell unless you look at it on paper. That's what it was for me. And then find some activity for 30 minutes. Right? Like that's what they need to do.
Walking is obviously the easiest, but you gain or lose weight based on food. So always focus on food first if you want to make a change in your weights. So whether it's tracking, whether it's journaling, whatever that looks like for you to do that. But exercise tones you up and gets your heart stronger for vitality and longevity. So if you want to start exercising, push-ups and squats are like the two easiest, free, best things. There doesn't have to be fancy. You just have to be able to do it 10 minutes in the morning. Then you got 10 minutes or more. At least that's 10 minutes of doing something versus 0 minutes of doing nothing.
I love it. Thanks, Jeff. One more time.
How
do they find you?
JeffDMcMahon.com or Instagram is Jeff D. McMahon. It's all Jeff D. McMahon.
All right. I mean, Jeff's the man. That's all I have to say. I'm 100%
everybody.
happy. Thanks, Jeff. Peace. Okay, Jeff's really cool. So look him up if you're interested in trying something out, okay? Charleston, the happiest guy I know, is up next. Then Dasha, then Ronnie, then the Oracle. Charleston, it has been so long. How have you been?
I'm good, I guess.
What do you mean you guess? What's going on?
So my issue is, and it's funny when you recognize what your actual major problem is. just clarity and discipline. It's simple, simple as that. So what I do, you can write this down as a bad business practice. Don't do it. I try something, it doesn't work out. I try something new. So there's a lack of patience and consistency. And so I need the consistency. And so that's just, so what I did actually today was I got an accountability partner. So
where'd you find them? Tell me about that.
So we're just in a couple of different groups together. And so last night we were in this mastermind thing with Forbes Riley. And a lot of times when you hear these mastermind, just even with the stuff that you do, it's like, oh, that sounds great, Lindsey. However, I'm only going to do it once in 3 months from now. And if it doesn't work, I quit. And so it's like, yeah, well, there's no way that's going to work. And so this person is the same way. And we both have the same kind of the same goals or values, right? Because I'm focused on emotional intelligence, elevating your happiness. And she is the divorce coach, how to manage your mental health through the divorce process. And she's absolutely amazing, but we're so stuck on what do we do next and this and this. And so I worked with Emily a lot. She was amazing. But even a lot of stuff that she, like from our last conversation, I haven't done it yet, or I haven't done it the right way. And I go like 85% in, And so I'm just at a point where it's like, you have to commit. And I'm going to tell you what my main issue, what I think.
I was going to say, why are you not committing? You seem so insightful about you not doing it. What's the reason?
So there's a couple different things, right? And it's funny because it all goes to what I talk about, emotional intelligence, self-awareness. A big part of it is there's two things. First of all, because my wife has a great job and I have my military retirement and disability, we're okay if I don't make a dime. And the second issue is most things that you can show me that work for other people, I just kind of don't believe it's going to work for me.
Why is that?
It's so ridiculous. It's a cycle, because the reason is because that's how it's always been in the past. But why has it always been that way in the past? Because I don't go all in. So it's one of those things where the data is right there. The information is right there. I just need to step up. And so for me and my accountability partner, it's recognizing what skills I think we need to develop and then doing it. So for example, for me, I get a lot of one-on-one conversations with people. And that doesn't turn into a transaction. That doesn't turn into them becoming a client or whatever. It's just a great conversation. And they're like, thank you, appreciate it. And then I have other conversations where I never even get into that point where we're just digging through all these different issues and I'm helping them. And then at the end of conversations, I'm like, all right, let me know if you need some more help.
Right.
That's my sales pitch.
Right. Do you ever consider setting something up where it's like, hey, we had some breakthroughs today. I would love to tell you about how I can help you further. Or does it just not seem natural at that point?
Yeah, it's kind of that way, like not seeming natural. And I think for me, and also, so her name is Dawn. For me and Dawn, both of us, it's just kind of like we're in the moment with the helping, and we have to get used to the business aspect of it, right? It's kind of like if you don't identify yourself as a business person, then trying to run a business kind of seems like it contradicts who you are. But at the same time, I want to be successful in this business. So I need to quit being my own barrier.
Yeah, boy, that can be tough. So are you, and Izan says, thank you for being so vulnerable, Charleston. Yeah, that's what the Live with Lindsay show is all about, is vulnerability. So are you guys, just so everyone can get some ideas about accountability coach before I let you go, are you guys like meeting once a week and you're saying this is what I'm going to do? Or like, how do you have this little dealio structured, Charleston?
Well, we didn't even have a structure. What happened was we were going to meet so that I can talk to her about cryptos and Bitcoin and stuff. And then 5 minutes in, we were talking about coaching and, and we didn't even get into it. And she was talking about certain issues and I was giving her advice on her business. And I was like, let me tell you something. The advice that I'm giving you is advice that I'm actually not following.
Yeah. Amen. Yes. We've all been there. Yeah.
So what we're doing is first of all, we're just going to give each other lists of things that we need to do. Then check back next week, and then we're going to do an Instagram live together next week.
That's awesome.
And then we're going to go from there because what I was telling her is that we got to take our emotion out of it. Like, just if you're supposed to do this course, then just do the course. Don't feel, just do.
Love it.
And I tell her that,
and then do. How about that? Aren't you always supposed to feel our feelings, Charleston? I thought you taught me that.
Well, yeah, but you can't. But it's like for you, for your workouts, for example, you commit to working out.
Right. Oh,
And
right.
so
Regardless
right
of how
before
I feel about it. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So right before the workout, you're not like, do I feel a little upset? Like, no, you get your ass to the room and you do the work.
I love that, Charleston. Thank you.
Yeah. And so,
that was a good message.
Yeah. And so that's how it is for Don and I to learn these skills. Instead of thinking I'm no good at sales, just look at the next damn video. Just shut up and look at the video. Oh, there's a worksheet. Just fill in the worksheet. You're not good at sales, but you can answer these 4 questions on this PDF. So just answer the questions. So what I've done, because I have so many things that I'm working on, is I'm able to focus on other things and use that as an excuse not to use that as an excuse for why the coaching business isn't growing. Like, so I've been focused on the speaking, and that's going well. I'm really excited about an event I have coming up at the end of August. It's the annual IVAT conference. IVAT is the Institute of Violence, Abuse, and Trauma. So I'll be speaking there about using emotional intelligence for preventing burnout and also self-care. And it's so my talk is for helpers, for victim advocates, for therapists, for counselors. And then I'm also still working on my PhD, going to finish that up this fall.
That's awesome. Charleston, you are amazing. And the work you do is so important. And ever since I met you, I was just like, this guy knows what's up when it comes to emotional intelligence. And it's something that I have taken really serious lately. So you came into my life at the right time. So thank you for sharing all of these messages today.
Thank you so much. And I talked to Dawn about her joining the launch circle and
everything. Thank you.
We're going in that because there's certain things that we just don't know how to do. Right? I mean, Emily could tell you there's lots of things I don't know how to do. So
well, let her know if she just wants to chat with me. If she wants to just chat to get to know, tell her to reach out. Okay. And thank you for being an advocate. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, there's so much going on, but when you feel like there's a tipping point or there's just one last hurdle or obstacle and it just looks bigger than the other ones.
Yeah.
So you're just like, well, let me take a break first before I get to that obstacle. And then during your break, you find the other stuff is important. So you're like, well, let me go do that. And so another thing for us is just marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing. So I set up a webinar and then it's just like, I hope someone shows up.
I know. So intention and accountability. Okay. I gotta go. I do have to leave. So I got 4 more people I gotta chat with real quick. So
okay. Thank you so much.
You rock. Thank you for the beautiful message today.
I'll talk to you
bro.
later.
Bye. Okay. Just so everyone knows, Dasha, then Ronnie, then Cassandra. I think the Oracle left. So just on that note, when Charleston was like, it seems like that's a really big mountain to climb, bigger than all the rest. And so we end up busying ourselves with all the other things instead of growing our business when, for most people, or at least for me, growing my business is like one of the things I want to do, and it will bring me more time, more money, more freedom, more impact. So it is very important. So just from my perspective, trying to get some crap done in my business, because I experience all these things that you guys do all the time. I have stuff I don't want to do all the time. Okay. But how I get that stuff done, or what I have recognized about myself about getting that done, is when I don't know what the next step is, then it seems so much more overwhelming and so much more like something I don't want to do, because I don't even know where to start. I don't know what folder to go to. I don't know what email to open. I don't freaking know. So I'll put it off forever. Okay. So please, like, this helped me. And so I'm just telling, maybe it won't help you because everyone's brain is so different and processes. But for me, when I am in the middle of a task or a course, so I was taking that AIA course, Audiobook Income Academy, then I had some personal stuff come up. So I'm like smack dab in this middle of this course. And it's so important to me to finish it. But I'm not, this is the glorious part. I'm not finishing it because I don't know where I left off. I don't know where to pick up because of this little trick, which is for every course I take, for every job that I'm doing, for all these things, I have the little captain's log diary thing. So for Audiobook Income Academy, I have a Word doc. And before I left this project 2 months ago, I made a note. Lindsey, these are the next steps. Watch this video, do this, because it always feels like sometimes you're in the middle of these creative tasks and you're like, oh, I have to go, the kids or whatever. And then you never find that creativity again. So try taking better notes in your life, honestly. And then maybe you guys will stop seeing these barriers that you're seeing. Okay. Dasha, you're up. Dasha.
Hi, Lindsey.
Dasha probably wins unless there's anyone watching. I mean, Dasha has been following me since One Click Lindsey days. So I don't think anyone can beat her on that. So she's the queen. I love the lipstick today, girl.
I got my red,
Yes.
my red lipstick.
You have something to talk about today, or you want me to ask you some questions?
No, I just wanted to tell you, look, I got my StreamYard set up because I tried it last week and my microphone didn't work, so I had to buy a new microphone. So I got a new microphone, new camera, and I did my StreamYard to my YouTube and I did IG too. So
awesome.
That's the first time I've ever done that. And then this morning you were talking about showing them how, like, behind the scenes and setting up and everything. So this morning I was having a hard time with my hair because it's super humid. The Elsa is coming up this way. And so, like, I could not get a curl to stay in my hair for nothing. And so there's a picture of my Instagram of me, like, trying to do my hair. And then it's like, okay, well, see how it turned out on my live. Come see my live. So I was like, I was being authentic. I felt pretty good about that. And then I got to say, okay, yeah, come see my live. And two or three, I think it ended up being three, showed up on my live on Instagram. So that was a new thing. And and the people in my group, I didn't see, can you look at YouTube while it's streaming? I didn't try.
No,
yeah, I didn't try it. Yeah, but I know that it's up there. So my first video is up there. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling accomplished today. Feeling like I'm doing some things.
What's your Instagram handle? I'm trying to find this amazing post. What's your handle? Tell everybody.
Love Coach Dasha.
Oh, Love Coach Dasha.
Yeah.
Love. I gotta go see this. Bye, Dr. B. Thank you for coming. Love Coach Dasha. Everyone go follow Dasha.
Come follow me.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
I was looking pitiful this morning. I could not get a curl. I couldn't get a curl to stay, but I was feeling like, okay, I'm just going to be authentic. I'm going to be vulnerable. I don't have to be perfect. I'm just going to make this picture because she said, do the behind the scenes type thing. So I was like, okay, come on, come look at it and come look at my live and see if I got my hair together.
And how do you feel? How do you feel about that picture being out there? Guys, go look at it. Go to Love Coach Dasha. You may as well hit follow while you're there. I think it's cute. Like, I love her.
I risk to be really like, okay, I cannot take a picture without my hair done, without looking like something. But I was like, it's not bad. I actually did it on July 4th. I actually made my first reel, but it wasn't me. It was just the fireworks and, America the Beautiful. And then, but I took a picture holding the sparkler, and I was looking a hot mess because we were outside and it was hot and I was sweaty, but it's me. And we were having a good time that night. So I posted that one. And then this one this morning, I was like, okay, all right, it's not too bad. Yes. I had my ring light, so I had my good lighting. But other than that, I was like, all right, it's not bad. I can handle being seen without, looking my best.
Do you think that makes it easier? Because I was also there, okay? I was also there. And it was just like, I don't want to go put on lipstick. I want to do this thing. Yeah. And so I'm just not going to do it. Because 15 minutes in the bathroom is not what I want to be doing right now, And so I don't know. To me now, like yesterday, I did one where I was like fresh out of the shower. I totally did.
Easier. It's like, okay, I don't have to stress it so much. But then I did a story after that. I did a video like, oh, okay, the hair did turn out okay. All right. And I'm feeling accomplished. And I posted and I did an Instagram live. So if you haven't seen my Instagram live, go check out my Instagram live. So I was feeling pretty good. I was like, okay, I got a story, a photo, and a live done all in like an hour. And I'm trying to find.
Dang! Did you guys hear how quick she did all that content? And also, it wasn't stories. If you're doing swimming suit stuff and all that, put that in your stories. It disappears in 24 hours, right? If you're feeling weird about it, so just try it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm still trying to find good songs and stuff on Reels. I feel like
we're gonna go over that. Don't worry.
Okay. I got you on the creative. Have a good list of stuff.
I got you.
I've just been going through other people's reels and saving their songs that I like. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, so actually, I'll tell everybody here. Josh, I'll just tell you right now. Oh, I'm getting some text messages. People are texting me about the launch circle. Okay. I know. We have new family members.
Yay, come on, family.
If everybody wants to know, Emily, will you Slack me? I felt like I had to get off this call at noon, but will you tell me when my next meeting is? Because I'm having too much fun. So on Instagram, how I find my stories, and I should probably save this for the paid people, but I'm still going to tell you guys. Okay. So this is top secret. This is I have got this down. All right. So in the morning, I will go to my own stories, which is looks like this. You can hit stories down in the bottom. And then I basically start scrolling through other people's stories and my brain is working. I'm like, what's my take on that? Could I do something like that? And I just kind of start trying to feel can I do that? Essentially. Yeah. Then I'll find one and then you can hit use audio right from that story. So if I like this gal's story, then you can hit, actually you don't hit use audio. You hit the little square, this little square.
Okay.
Sound. Okay. So then if you hit that, it actually brings up a screen that has everybody who used that sound. So then I take 3 or 4 minutes and I'm like, what are other people doing with this sound that could make things more creative for me? And then I develop my plan. And then, hey, D. Scott, then you hit use audio at the bottom and that thing will repeat. So that's when I go take a shower. I put the audio on repeat while I'm in the shower and doing the makeup so that I can lip sync better. And it's just playing while I'm getting ready because nothing else is happening. So then I'll sit down and do the reel. And that's how I get really good at lip syncing and stuff like that because it's just playing in the background.
Because I'm I'm realizing I really never did anything with Instagram before, so I'm struggling on the navigating through it and everything.
It never gets easier during this lesson when I'm teaching you. You'll see me go.
Yeah, I'm like, where is everything?
But did you follow that process, that creative process?
Go to my story, and then go to where?
Okay, hold on. So home screen.
Okay.
Right?
Home screen. Let me go back. All right. Home. Oh, wait. Home screen. Okay.
Okay. You're going to hit stories, which is the center button. Center button.
Okay.
Then you're going to see everyone's stories. And if you just scroll up, it'll just scroll through them. And that's when I'm like, I don't know. Do I like that? I don't know. Can I do something like that? Okay. So let's say I want to do this one, which I don't because it's exercising and I already did that today.
It's showing me when I go to that, the plus, when I'm going to that, it's showing me just my gallery. When I go,
You're not. It's
story.
clear at the very. So close out of that. Hit the X. Show me your phone. Hit the X.
That we're there.
There's a glare. So
yeah, my light.
Hold it up more.
Yeah.
Where's all your but? Oh, that's a plus.
Yeah, it's a plus on mine.
Hold on. Where are you?
What do I need? An update?
Oh, why do you have reels? We're gonna have to look, Dasha.
Okay, all right. Because I was like, I can't find it. Where is it?
Yeah. So just so everyone's aware of what I see, it's this.
Oh. Huh.
Let me back up a little. Yeah, it's like a little play button. Anyway, we'll have to look at that, Dasha. Yeah. But let's say you do find a reel that you like, okay?
Yeah.
Can you see that? You can see the sound button, right?
Yeah.
You know how to do the rest?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, hitting that and then hitting save. So like I got a whole list of save ones that I like from other people's ones.
Yes. Yeah. And we're going to go over how to like batch do some reels and stuff. So in the class, just trust me right now. Just do what you're doing, which is playing.
Yeah, I'm just messing with it. I'm like, okay, this is a new thing. Let's see what happens.
I love it. I love it. Sharon, you're welcome. Dasha, always nice to see you. Thank you very much. Oh, did you have fun last night?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then I went back and looked at my cards again and I was like, oh, I was pretty close. Like to what the like the traditional like meanings of them were. I was like, okay, all right. That was pretty much on point what I was saying. All right, fair enough.
It's weird how intuition works, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, girl. We'll see you later.
I was just happy.
As you usually are, which is why I like you so much.
Oh, I love you too, Lindsay.
See you later, girl.
All right, see you later.
Ronnie, and then Cassandra, you're next. Ronnie.
Lindsay.
So can you or can't you make the 27th work?
Let's see. It's a maybe. Here's my thing. My thing starts at 7, and it should be over.
7 what?
Oh, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
Okay. So it should be over 8:15 at the latest.
Would you do it? Would you come on after? Wouldn't that be really exhausting?
No, I don't get exhausted.
Okay.
I mean,
I thought with like all of the so let me just set this up for everybody listening. Okay.
Okay.
So Ronnie is you guys. You guys probably know him. He's world famous. Okay. World famous mentalist hypnotist right here. One of my friends is a world famous mentalist hypnotist. His name is Ronnie. Okay. Usually he wears lipstick. Just kidding. Anyway, so we had this talent show for the Launch Circle, and he does this amazing mentalist trick on Zoom. It blows you away. He's a performer, and he's amazing. So I want everybody that's watching this to mark their calendars for July 27th. If you're in the Launch Circle, so we're going to have a happy hour. And don't worry, like we're going to be networking. We're going to be entertaining you. We're going to be hanging out on Zoom. And Ronnie is going to do a trick for us if he can come at the very end. Okay. But we're going to have some other entertainment. Now, if you're in the Launch Circle, you're welcome to come to the shindig. +1. You can bring a +1. It has to be a coach though. But if you're not in the Launch Circle, we're going to invite 10 people that aren't in the Launch Circle to join us for this. So I'm going to be putting out a place where you can go register and get your ticket. So you have to be a coach. You have to be on camera. And this is a really great way for us to mingle and get to know each other and to connect and to watch Ronnie in all of his amazingness. Ronnie, yeah. I would, if you can come, then come. I won't plan around you, but if you can come at the end, I will be like, I will drop everything and say, Ronnie is here. He is about to bless us with his amazing performance.
And how long are you on that day? Is it an hour? Or?
I bet it's going to be, I'm going to plan for at least 90 minutes on that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That'll be easy. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been talking too much. And so I don't want to keep it short. So it'll be an hour and a half. So mark your calendars for the 27th. Make sure you go to crew.lindsey.tube to get on the email list. That's how you're going to know. crew.lindsey.tube. So what are you up to today, Ronnie?
So today, it's a good day. I got an air conditioner for my daughter who moved to Washington Heights. She's 20 years old. So I can't believe I have a 20-year-old and a 28-year-old. She's getting married, the 28-year-old in in a month.
Congratulations. Do you have to do a lot for the wedding?
I do, kind of. And my middle daughter got married last month. So.
Oh, you're marrying them all off. Do you only have girls?
I only have girls, yeah.
Oh,
Now,
so it was you in a house with 4 women.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. How was
I have
that?
two sons that are new, because they're, that kind of thing.
Now you're bringing the sons in, and you have no grandchildren right now.
Not that I know of.
Oh, gosh. All right. And when is your next mentalist, hypnotist scheduled big event thing? You said things are opening up now for you.
Oh, yeah. I'm in the Poconos this weekend. I don't remember the name of the place, but it's a nice place, and my wife's coming with me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of little trick you can do before I excuse you today? Some sort of little something? Little something?
Could do something. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready for, let's see.
Oh, yes! He came prepared. Oh, I'm stoked. Okay.
I'm gonna try. Let's see if I can go. Okay. This is a little weird to do this on Zoom.
That's fine. We gotta practice for our, we have to practice for our hot seat.
So I'm gonna move these cards along and you tell me.
Okay.
My fingers on, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right here is good.
Back a little bit, just back 3, actually. Yeah, that's
Like
the one
there?
I was thinking. Okay. That one for sure.
I'm
Yep.
gonna put the deck on top, and I'm gonna ask you a personal question. You could have cut the deck anywhere. I mean, you could have had me stop anywhere. Why did you have me stop at the King of Diamonds? That is my question.
How did you know I made you stop at the King of Diamonds, Ronnie?
That is
Did that really just happen? Will you do
Yes.
it again? Does that always the King of Diamonds, or do you only?
No, we
do
can
you
try it
don't do
again.
requests? I don't do requests.
Tell me when to stop.
Okay, and stop.
Okay, right here. Good. Okay. Ready for the next personal question. Why did you have me stop at the 8 of Hearts?
What? Stop, Ronnie! Stop doing your mind tricks on me. That was good. That was really good. Can we all get a silent round of applause for our very own Ronnie? Okay, he kills. Okay, so you do magic, you do hypnotism, you do mentalism. Have you done that forever?
I started with magic when I was in 8th grade. And then I wanted to control my wife, so I learned hypnotism.
Okay.
And the mentalism came because my mother has a gift for that. She just turned 101 the other day.
Wow.
But the miracle is she had me at age 70 or something like that.
You're such a liar. Yeah, if your mom is 101, Ronnie?
101 years old.
Let's see, how old is Ronnie? 22. Ronnie, all right. Thank you very much for the trick.
Thanks for having me on.
Come back again, please. Please mark your calendar because we are always up for a trick on the show. Okay, always.
All right. Thank
Hey,
you.
Ronnie. See you later.
Great to see you.
Bye. All right, Cassandra, I have a call. Cassandra, I've got to bring you on. I hate to say this, but I have a call in 2 minutes, but you have to come on because you bring style and energy and positivity and beauty to this show. So of course we have to end here.
Well, I'm gonna make it super quick. First of all, thank you for doing this. I like the Q&A piece.
Do you like it? Like this kind of chatting thing? It's not about me, it's about you guys. Yeah.
I can appreciate it. So I just have a quick question for you. You know, I'm coming up with my workshop, the launch, right? And I just want to ask you one quick question. My initial thing is I wanted to do it at the end of this month.
Okay.
Wednesday, last Wednesday of the month. In real life, is that a realistic time to promote that?
Okay, if you are ready, that's a great question. So typically your launch is going to be as successful as the work that you put in. So this is not a question for me. If you have all of the material and you are ready to market it, it is so let me just answer it this way. We like to market our launches 7 to 10 days in advance. And it's
7 to
kind of,
10 days.
yep. And so we start slow. So you might do a first initial announcements at 10 days. And then, 2 days before, like that's all people are hearing from me, really. So you just kind of build up over those 10 days. So if you have everything ready and stuff, there's plenty of days to promote. So yeah, if you're ready to do it, do it.
I don't have everything ready, but I do have things ready. I just don't have every single thing ready. So I just
do it. And that's the other thing,
good.
Sandra. Just like free, like
Do the
yeah, like especially because you're doing kind of like a validation launch and stuff like that, guys. Just do it because you will learn. Like, just do it with what you have, or like put it on the books and announce it so that you will force yourself into freaking doing it. So, Cassandra, I take back everything I said, and the answer is just you have plenty of time. Just do it. That's the answer.
Done. And done.
So, is there can we send people there? What do you tell?
Yeah,
tell us what you're doing.
Go to CassandraJolf.com. I'll put it in the chat here. Okay. They can sign up on the waiting list.
And what's the webinar? What is it about?
It is Go Live Streaming for Coaches. It's teaching them how to show up authentically and confidently on the air so that they can increase their influence and their impact and their income, and utilizing live stream to market their business, putting their purpose on a platform.
Guys, Cassandra is freaking awesome. That's all I have to say about that. So thank you. All right, we gotta say goodbye. Okay. Next week, I will bump you up in the thing so I can talk to you longer. Okay.
Cool beans.
All right, guys. See you, girl. D. Scott, you did not just write that. D. Scott just wrote. D. Scott is teasing me and just wrote, "Always fabulous to hang with the artist formerly known as One Click." The name that should not be said. Emily, just I gotta hold on. I have a meeting, guys, at 12:15. Hold on. Give me just 2 seconds. Almost finishing my live. I have to text him. Okay, so that's so funny, Ramondo. So D. Scott busts out, of course, he has to tease me. Always fabulous to hang with the artist formerly known as One Click. We've been talking a lot about like my One Click days, in a couple of Launch Circle meetings. And so he's teasing me because I said that's the name that shall not be said. Anyway. This was super fun. If you guys like this, if you like this every Thursday, I know I like it because I just like talking to people, and we may as well like talk to each other so other people can get stuff from it. As you can tell, I want to go even longer, but I do have a meeting. So join us. Put this on your calendar every single Thursday at 11, live with Lindsay. And we'll just talk about you and your coaching business. And if you're canning and if you're showing up in your swimming suit on Reels, and all those fabulous things. Okay. Make sure you go to Crew D. Scott. If you go, please go. By the way, D. Scott's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, by the way. Okay. Sorry. Crew.Lindsey.Tube. So you don't miss anything. Okay. Peace. See you guys next week.